Hello, my name is Martyna Kurek and I am from the ARID Association in Krakow, Poland. In the Startup for Development project, we were, as a partner, responsible for the development of the third module, which is about smart environment. Today, I will show you this module in detail. So, smart environment is especially an issue in Krakow, where we live as a partner, because we have quite a lot of challenges regarding the environment. And in this module, I will show you the challenges we have. Well, not only us, but in general, Europe and the world, and also smart solutions, especially smart solutions, how to fight those problems. So the module is divided into 5 units. First unit is about smart bins. It's about the problem of waste segregation, and the solution which is a smart bin, a self-segregating bin with a compression system. I will come to that later. The second unit is electric emission-free buses. Especially here in Krakow, we have a good example as a case study of the Solaris bus fleet, which is a solution which is totally electric, totally emission-free. It influences the air quality a lot by introducing, this green public transport without affecting the air so much. The third unit, smart lighting, it's about improving the environmental situation and showing the benefits of a smart lighting system. There is also a chapter about wireless sensor network, which which is used for air pollution control. This is also increasingly being used here in Krakow, but we all know that it still needs to be improved. Yes, and the last unit is IoT-based smart water quality monitoring system. IoT meaning Internet of Things. On the same principle as the fourth unit, about the sensor network, exactly like this. In the fifth chapter, you have a system of sensor nodes in different parts of the city, which controls the quality of water. This module has the aim of showing the challenges which exist already in the world regarding the environment, but also especially to show how to solve those problems and how to implement them. So just to show as an example, what can you do to solve or to fight this problem. So it's kind of a inspiration to think ahead, to see what you can do, what technology allows you to do, and to see the implementation of those solutions. The learner, after finishing this module, is supposed to know what are the challenges, to recognize the problems connected to segregation, the air pollution, the water quality, and so on. But also, the learner will have the skills to, well, like I said, to recognize it, but also to think ahead and to implement those solutions which are presented in this module, but also to think of other solutions which are possible in their own environment. So this is a project for municipality workers, for example. So they should think, how can I implement this concept of smart cities regarding environment in my own city or in my own village. So this is the aim and an expectation of this module. So first of all, the first unit of smart bins, it shows the problem of waste segregation. And we all know that this is still a very big problem, since the people, well, at home, they do segregate more and more, but in public places this is a problem, because people just throw stuff or waste in the bin without thinking if this is plastic or paper. So this is a solution. Here you have, first of all, the introduction and the definition of what a smart bin is. So just to see how it works, when you throw waste inside the bin, it recognizes the type of waste because of the algorithm of well, the image classification it has, and so it recognizes it and segregates it on it well, itself, and it reduces therefore the cost for segregation work because it also includes a compression system which has a sensor, and when the trash bin is full, it compresses the waste to a minimum, so the bin can fit more waste at once. And once the bin is totally full, there is a notification sent to the dustman, who can then selectively empty the bins which are already full, and therefore you also they don't have to do so many rounds around the city, which also influences, of course, the air pollution by reducing the amount of kilometers they have to go. In every unit, you have an example video, so you can click on the link to enter the YouTube video, which shows well, how it works in detail as a visual example. To all units, you can do an activity which includes this video. So if you do it in a group, face to face, you can divide the group and into 5 smaller groups, and then every group gets one topic. So they have to watch one video and then see what challenges do they see in this video, and to think of solutions, of possible solutions, how to solve this problem. Those can be solutions they know from the module, of course, like here, but also solutions they think of or they heard of, or some new possibilities they can invent. So the activity would be just about creating a mind map and then presenting it to the bigger group, and then discussing, of course, brainstorming on what they thought of and what could be also done. Every unit has also a activity on the internet, which is on the platform of learning apps. So here you have an example of this activity regarding the first unit of smart bins. So here you have a part of the text which is in the module, and you have to fill in the gaps, which are here. Well, you have the words who should be in it. You have them here in the list, so you can choose from the list. I will just put it randomly just to save time, and then you can see which is right and which is wrong. So this would be one example, and we go on to the next unit, which is electric emission-free buses. This unit shows that we have a very big influence by on the air quality. Well, choosing which transport we use. If we use a car, if we use public transport, so here even in the public transport we can influence it by introducing in our cities, if we are decision makers, then it's a very good decision to introduce electric emission-free buses. And this unit shows all the benefits, and of course the challenge. As I said, here we have the challenge of air pollution, so we have a growing amount of cars, increasing traffic, and so on. So the solution is a completely electric and emission-free bus, which is a great success, which has been a great success already in Poland, in Krakow, and which has been exported to many countries in Europe, which is the Solaris bus fleet. Here, just as an example how it works, it has an energy converting brakes to provide electricity while driving. It has strong traction batteries with a very high capacity. Of course, there are other benefits like the comfort for passengers. The traffic noise is not so loud because of the silent motor, which is electric. You can better control the temperature inside the bus, and you have many other well, benefits inside the bus for the passengers. You can charge your phone and other benefits. Right. So, as I said, same as in the first unit, you have this video you can use, and of course the learning app activity, which is to choose if this aspect is a challenge or a smart solution. So here we have definitely green energy as a smart solution. The growing amount of cars is a challenge, the air pollution is a challenge, and so on. So here we see again which is right and which is wrong. Okay, and the third unit, which is about smart street lighting. Here we see the importance of smart street lighting, which is so crucial for the safety and the comfort of the people, but also seeing the economic part of the city. We have to be aware that between 10 and 20% of the municipality's expenses are spent on electricity, on maintenance costs, and all this is mainly caused also by by economic street lighting. So here, by using different light bulbs which are economic, you can save a lot of energy. Also, this this smart system allows the street lanterns to switch on when there is an actual need, so no one has to control it. There are light sensors who decide when the lantern should be on and when it shouldn't. So this saves energy already. And of course, if there is some emergency, or if there is some problem with the lantern, a notification is sent to the person who controls it by Wi-Fi, by an application. So you can go right away to see where the lantern is broken, and you can fix it right away. Of course, there are many benefits regarding the smart lighting system, which includes wait a second. Yeah, motion radars. It includes a Wi-Fi hotspot. Of course, not all of them have those have the same benefits, but those are possibilities. It has a monitoring camera, a touch panel, a wireless phone charger, an SOS button, a USB charge socket, and so on. So there are many benefits. Here in this example, we have learning app activity, which includes exactly this. So you have to put in what you see, what benefit you see. So you have I guess wireless phone charger. I don't know if I wrote it. I'll try again. Yeah, so so this is how it works. You have to put in the right benefit, let's say. Okay, so next one would be the fourth unit, the wireless sensor network for controlling air pollution. So this is still, of course, connected to the biggest environmental challenge we have in our time, which is air pollution. With the increasing number of vehicles on the street, there is bigger traffic. There are many big factories which produce black carbon and so on. So it is a very big challenge with a very high influence on the health of the people, of course, and of the ecosystem. So we have a big responsibility here to do something about this. So here you have some challenges and causes why we have such a big air pollution. And the solution would be to have a system which, as you see on the photo, which includes sensor nodes, which are spread in the whole city in different places, and you can control exactly where the air is good and where it's really bad. So you have a better control, let's say, of the air pollution, and you can act faster and more efficient. Yes, so those sensors are equipped with chemical pollution detectors, and they are all connected to each other to a communication system, which makes it easier to plan and decide. having accurate information on the air quality. Yes. So I won't go into too much detail. Here you can read also in the theoretical part of the module. And here we have again the learning app activity, which is just to choose which one is the danger, which one is the solution. So you have the danger of a big amount of buses, you have factories, traffic, big amount of cars, and factories again. You have the smog, you have the traffic, and then the solutions, which are air pollution control, sensor nodes, real-time results, preventing emission, the network, the sensor node, and the whole system. So you have here clean air. And finally, the last but not least, the last unit, which is a system based on Internet of Things about smart water quality monitoring. So here you have the importance of water quality in our daily life. So this is not only important for the environment, but also for the health of citizens. So this is very, very important to have a control what is the quality of the water in the city. And the problem was before that you had older technologies, and you had to send some probes, right, to or samples to the laboratory, and you got the results after some time, and then you could act after having those results. Today you have on the same principle as the wireless sensor network before, or from the unit before, you have sensors in many places, and you can control in real time what is the quality of water in those places, and you can act right away. So this is the biggest benefit of this smart water quality monitoring system. Okay. Yeah. So again, the same principle as in the last unit. In the fourth unit, you have those sensor nodes who are connected to Wi-Fi, and you can see all the problems: the water leakage, the chemical leakage, the changes in temperature, and so on. You can all see this in an app in real time through those sensors. And also, of course, control it right away. Okay. And here again, we have the learning app activity, which is a crossword puzzle. You just have to enter one column, and here you see some tips you can that can help you to find the solution. So here you have in what time is the water being monitored. It's real time. So there you have it. And then there will be a solution word, which is quality. Okay, so this would be all from my side. I think I presented the module more or less in detail, and yes, if you have any more questions, the contact details are of course on the website and also in the materials. So thank you very much, and have fun with the module 3 smart environment.